Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Stogies and Pours. I am Marquise, and this is my buddy, Rich. What's going on, brother?
Shit, man. Self.
Doing great. I've been looking forward to this day. Been a long time coming, 4 weeks total, right? This is week 4.
Yeah. This is week 5. We did all 4 of these last 4 weeks. So now we're going to put them up and blind them.
Yeah, you're right. This is week 5. Jeez, time flies when you're having fun. So, what we got planned today?
Well, we got a blind tasting of 1792. Got small batch, foolproof, bottle and bond, and the sweet wheat.
Okay.
Oh.
And then, so what's your prediction? You think you're gonna nail it?
Probably not. What I'm guessing is foolproof will be my number 1. Sweet wheat, bottle and bond, small batch.
Okay. Prediction for me, it's gonna be bottle and bond, foolproof, small batch, sweet wheat. That's the order I think I'm gonna go in. And I definitely think I'm gonna be able to tell which one the sweet wheat is.
I think that.
I think so. I don't know if the other 3. The small batch and the foolproof are pretty close.
No.
Could be. I might get it. So awesome. All right. And then, yeah, you ready to get into it?
Do it.
Now, I've got A, B, C, and D. I have no idea. I had my wife pour these. I put the labels underneath, and then she poured them. Wrote everything down in this envelope while I waited outside, and then brought it to me. And I believe Rich did something similar, correct?
Yep, I had my favorite auntie chat with your wife and put everything in A, B, C, and D order. It took us a few times to get it correct, but we finally got it in there. So I've got no idea what's in A and what my A is. Same thing you're drinking for A, B, C, and D. So we are good to go.
All right. Well, shall we?
Yes, I think we shall.
Hey. Smells amazing.
Yeah.
Fruity.
Apricot.
Yep.
Apricot. Nice and sweet.
Very sweet.
Nice light finish.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
I think I know which one this is.
Nice and buttery. Sweetness on the finish. I do taste the apricot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely got that sweet. That last drink was a little hotter than the first 2.
Yeah.
I think I let it linger a little bit on the palate, but
Yeah, dude.
yeah, that's very light. Very light. All right, I'm gonna wait till the end to say what I think it is.
There we go.
B.
B. Smell a lot of, I don't know, banana and pineapple.
Yeah, like it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember smelling banana the last time we tried this.
Mm-mm.
Of course, there's been a lot of whiskey consumed since then, so you know my memory is not what it used to be.
Yes, has a lot of whiskey. Oh, taste. Oh,
that is smooth. Yeah, I'm gonna say it right now. I think this is the bottle and bond.
There's a lot of peanut flavor into that one.
Yeah.
Not sure how I like that.
was kind of, I don't know, I got like a buttery bread flavor. Oh
Yeah.
man. You know what I mean?
Buttery bread.
Like you've had a cinnamon roll that wasn't really sweet, but it was kind of, you know what I mean? But it was just, yeah, that's what that tastes like. But it's good and warm. Ooh.
Hmm.
Right in the
I don't know.
center.
Hey.
What we got?
Move on to C.
Yeah. Mm.
This one smells more apricot and peanut butter.
I can see that.
It smells a lot like comparable.
Yeah. Less apricot for me though. I'm getting more of the peanut butter. Maybe it's because you said it. Like my mind's all fucked up now.
Yeah, it's it's buttery and peanuts.
I'm gonna say that's the sweet.
Buttery and peanuts.
That's, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the sweet wheat. Did I lose you?
Nope, I'm here.
Okay.
Had somebody calling in. So
Let them know you busy.
I am. You just give me 1 second. Let them know. Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna screenshot this and say this is what the urinal sees when I'm peeing.
Back. All right.
Ah. On to D. Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Smells like this would go good with Coke.
Yeah.
This is definitely more alcohol forward smell for me.
Yep. Mm. Yeah. That's the hard hitting one. But I'm getting that like a buttery pecan flavor on that end.
All I'm getting is like an ethanol. It is not. It does not sit well in the palate. Going for
So before I even rate these, I'm gonna try to predict what they are.
yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that was the small batch. Because in my opinion, the small batch is a little harder than the full proof.
Yeah.
And I think C was the sweet wheat. While this was bald and bond, because this was my favorite. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
C was my favorite.
He's his favorite.
And then A, I mean, it's got to be the full proof.
Where'd you go for it? You're all wet.
No, I've got no idea.
What are you thinking?
I think I need to go through them one more time to say who's best. I know B right now is last for me. So
B right now is first. D is last.
Yep, these last.
Ugh.
What do you guys think D is?
Small batch.
I'm gonna say A is second.
What do you think A is?
What do you think, A?
I'm going A second. And then without even tasting them again, C, then D. So first, second, third. All I did was basically swap A and B. For me, that's my order.
Yeah. My order. B, A, C, D.
Okay. So you want to crack them open?
So, what do you think they are?
What do you think?
So I'm thinking, what is it? B is the bottled and bond. I think A was foolproof. I think C was actually the sweet wheat, and then the D was small batch. That's what I'm thinking.
That's what you're thinking?
Yeah,
I have no idea. I think D is small batch. A is probably the sweet wheat. And then I couldn't tell you between B and D or B and C.
Dudes, you guys are bad.
okay. Ready to look?
Yep.
You got one right.
That's it. A was the bottled and bond. Oh,
All right.
B was the small batch.
Bottled and Bond. A is my second favorite.
So I was right with the sweet wheat.
What was B?
B was small batch.
No shit.
Yeah,
My favorite.
I can't be mad at that.
Let's see.
Sweet wheat. That's the one. That's the one I got right.
What do you got right?
The only one I got right.
So, yeah, that 124 proof definitely burned.
So I remember the small batch hitting harder than the foolproof last time, but it was a week in between. So I don't know. And these have been sitting out for a bit. Like I poured these probably an hour ago. I don't know if that matters, but I'll tell you what. So
It typically, the way I'll drink foolproof is actually with a cube just because of how hot it is.
yeah,
And not drink it straight from the Glencairn.
no, that's pretty interesting. And I'm very surprised that sweet wheat didn't get tossed at the bottom. That foolproof kicked my ass this time. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So small batch is the winner for me.
You and me both.
Wow, that's crazy.
That was B.
Yeah, that was the cheapest bottle.
Yeah.
Cheap dates.
Yep.
Does that mean we have cheap taste, or did she just say that? She just said that, didn't she?
Cheap.
That's awesome. All right, we ready to try this?
Cigar?
Yeah, small but mighty. That's what I tell my wife. So we have here is the Nub Habano, and I actually took down some notes on this bad boy that I researched because I don't know anything about this thing. But this is the Nub Habano by Oliva. It is a Gordo or Gordo, if you want to get spicy with it, shape. I guess they come in a torpedo as well, but I haven't seen those ones. The wrapper is Ecuador Habano / Habano, and then the filler is Nicaraguan leaf. So, and this is obviously from Nicaragua. Have you had this one before?
I have several times, and I actually this is my last one from that 5-pack I sent you.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Barley straw. You got barley straw.
Oh, these smell delicious.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this one.
Apparently. Oh, I think I got the good cut.
Yeah, it's about that.
Finally.
Took you 5 weeks of trying.
Hey, don't judge. I'm new here. Mm.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, that's almost downright chocolatey.
Right? As
Yeah.
soon as bad boy chocolate taste.
Mm-hmm. Tell you what, this bad boy got an easy pull on it.
Yes, sir.
The way you suck down cigars, this thing's gonna be done in like 2 minutes.
You know, it burns pretty long actually.
Does
But
it?
you wouldn't, yeah, or being a nub, being as short as it is,
That's
you
what
know,
I
it's
told him.
short and thick.
Are we judging this?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No judging.
So what brand are you guys doing next week?
Yeah. So, yeah, this is a really good cigar. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be because it's a dark wrapper, right?
Yeah.
It's darker, so I assumed it was gonna be a lot stronger. It's still stronger than the Connecticut's that we've had, but that is really good. Really good flavor.
Nope.
And there's like a softness to it. It doesn't burn as much. And maybe I'm just getting used to smoking cigars more. Although I don't smoke as many as you. Because I'll be honest, I only smoke when we film.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'm busy. Two, when I'm hanging out outside, you know, the family wants to hang out too, and they don't like cigar smoke. So,
Yeah.
you know, I know how that could be sitting outside with somebody that's smoking a cigarette, and I don't like cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
So, you know,
That's
what?
my second day. The one I had earlier today started out nice. I think it's called the King's Dead.
Mhm.
Aldwell, I think. It started out nice, but then just got real. No.
He's like,
Moose.
Dad.
No. Damn. You got really like plywood or wood chips. Just
Yeah.
all I could taste was what I would consider what wood would taste like.
Say that again.
What I imagine wood would taste like.
Oh, yeah. I had one like that before, and so I don't mind that. I know it sounds weird, but only because I'm a novice woodworker. So if I turn the camera around, you can see my workshop behind the camera, and there's wood everywhere. So I kind of like that. I'm used to, I don't know, inhaling wood particles and wood dust. So especially cedar. If I can, yeah, I love cedar. The only wood I don't
Yeah.
like working with too much, you know, I don't like the smell of when it's hot, if you will, and being cut is cherry. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I just got rid of some of that today, as a matter of fact. My buddy at work, he does wood turning and he makes pens. And he's actually working on a project for me. You know, but I told him, I was like, hey, I got some leftover cherry if you want it. He's like, hell yeah. So I took it to him. I don't think he was expecting to get as much as I gave him. I gave him a good 4 foot board by probably 3 inches by 2 inches. So
Yeah.
it's pretty. He can get quite a few pens out of that.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. So pretty happy about that. But while we're here, we're talking about cigars. I think they're in here. A buddy of mine, shout out to my boy Chris, hooked me up with some cigars that I can't get here. Figured I'd throw them out and see if anybody's ever heard of them. I'm pretty sure folks that are watching have, because we've only got a handful of people that are watching. Which reminds me, if you are watching and you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, and then hit that bell, right? That way you know when we post another video. Okay. But he hooked me up with a Black Market by Alec Bradley. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Thought
then,
that I need to grab.
yeah. And I got this Illusion original documents. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a hot dog in there, but I'm okay with that. And then La Broma de Cuba, Edición Especial. That just sounds tasty.
Yes, it does.
And then this bad boy. Oh, another My Father. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty excited about digging into those.
Hell yeah. It's a good brother right there.
Yeah, it's always good to have friends that support your hobby, if you will, and introduce you and help you out with things. He's got a collection that literally looks like a store. Apparently, he's got a humidor that I guess holds 4,000 cigars, and they might be full.
Jesus.
Yeah, he knows his stuff. He's given me quite a few decent recommendations. So one day, hope to have him on, and he can basically school me in the art of cigars and stuff like that.
School us both.
Yeah. So, but no. So yeah, let's get back to talking about this whiskey here.
Yep.
So I'm not surprised that I could pick out the sweet wheat. What I am surprised is that it didn't come last.
You put the foolproof flask or the bottle of bond?
I put the foolproof last. Ball and Bond came in second, which I'm pretty sad about because I love it. But I'm probably gonna kill that bottle tonight since there's not much left.
So then, do we rate it the same or?
I think so, because I had small batch first, Ball and Bond
Yep.
second, sweet third, and then
Yep.
foolproof.
Class, yeah, shit.
I mean,
yeah, brother.
we have similar palates. Only difference being is I'm more into, I can handle or deal with the rye more. So,
Yeah.
But I still haven't had a rye in over a month.
Damn. My brother, he picked me up a store picked foolproof today.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's a question I've got. You've got these store picks all over the place, right?
Yep.
And unlike Maker's Mark, Maker's Mark's got the private selection, which are the store picks, right? And they're different staves. They're aged in different barrels for different lengths of time, and they put the length of time on the barrel, right? So, a Ball and Bond store pick from 1792, is it different or is it the same as regular bottle?
So keep in mind what a store pick. Store pick, from my understanding, is the owner of the store goes to the distiller, takes several barrels, says this is the one I like, and that store gets that barrel.
Okay.
So for all the Maker's Mark you have, that store should be the only one carrying that barrel because it's a store pick. It's supposed to have their label on it. It should say, like the one where my brother got from Westmoreland, it'll have a sticker on there, store pick Westmoreland.
Okay.
So everything's done the same. So basically, you're getting a single barrel store pick, and that barrel, again, can only be sold by that store. So it's very, very limited. You can do other single barrels, like the Four Roses you picked up,
Mhm.
but that single barrel could go off to 20 different stores or 10 different stores or whatnot.
Interesting. Yeah.
The store gets all 2 bottles that barrel will produce.
Nice. Oh,
That
awesome.
is, I understand.
Well, I mean, you've been doing this a bit as far as study wise, like you're pretty good at researching. So I'm pretty sure you're probably correct. And for those of you that are watching, like if he's missed something, let us know. Like we're trying to, I say it every video, and I'm going to continue to say it every video until I'm an expert, which will probably be never. But tell us what you know.
Always something to learn.
Yeah. So, yeah. But now I'm curious. I kind of want to break out the Connecticut of this next.
You should. It's a good song. That Connecticut cut's nice too. I mean,
Yeah.
really nice. I have not had a bad Oliva.
I'm pretty sure it's Oliva. My buddy said it was Oliva.
Nub so far. And so I went to this cigar shop called or a cigar lounge, I should say, the Cigar Chapel, and it was small, no adult beverages, unfortunately. But the people were really nice. I mean, people came in, sat down, and just like when we were in Boise, they just said, "Hey, my name is so and so. What's your name?"
Nice.
Or BSing and stuff like that. So I checked that out before the Kenny Chesney concert the other night.
Nice. So I'm gonna have to say that this blind taste was actually pretty fun. It was a good time. The cigar is amazing, and it is a pretty long smoke
Okay,
for such a short thing.
that's a little guy.
Yeah, for such a little guy. So I recommend all of these 1792s. There's a lot of 1792s. I want to get a bottle of the 12 year. You have a bottle of that, right?
Fabulous bottle.
Say again.
Yes, I do. It's fabulous.
And I want to get a bottle of it. And hopefully when we meet up in Vegas, I'll be able to find a bottle. And I'll probably overpay for it just to have it. So yeah, pretty soon we will be doing a show or a video from Vegas together. It's gonna be a good time. And we're gonna do some whiskey hunting and see what we can find. And hopefully you're gonna take me to that one place you mentioned that I didn't get to go to.
The bar or the shop?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Yes. All right.
Yeah. I think it'd be a good time. Shows to come. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun content.
I
Again,
think so.
we're not experts, but we're not experts in a lot of things, right? To include this, like filming. Everything's trial and error. If you saw my setup right now, you'd probably laugh. So I'm in my garage. It's actually hot as balls outside. So I've got 2 fans going. One of them is to cool down the camera so it doesn't overheat. Because it did that once before, if you remember. I think it was the second video, the bitch overheated. And then I had to change the whole angle. So this seems to be working so far. But I got so much makeshift shit in here, it's not even funny. Just so I can have this particular view. one day we'll have a location where it's a dedicated location, be a shit ton of whiskey and wine and beers behind us and cigars, and that's where we'll film at it.
Shit, man, I was watching the Two Bears One Cave, like I said, but so Two Bears One Cave podcast YouTube channel is Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, but they're both comedians and they both go on tour, what have you. The studio is actually in Austin, where Tom Segura lives, and I think it was the first time I actually watched on YouTube. Their setup is phenomenal. They've got 3 people working in the back room on audio, visuals, and all that stuff. But they also, I could be wrong on this, but it sounds like they sign people or they rent out the space for other podcasts because it's an amazing studio.
Huh.
But you know, for now, he's got to put the content out and figure that shit out. I'm going to be kind of in limbo for the next, I don't know, 3 to 6 just months. I'm out back on an overhang outside, it's like 94, 95 degrees.
But your limbo looks amazing, by the way.
I think there's a difference between waiting until everything's perfect to do it and then just doing it even though it isn't perfect, and let's just grind it out, get better, stuff like that.
Yeah, like, you know, Gary Vee, that's his claim to fame. Well, among other things, right? Like he was doing videos, basically just shitty videos on his phone, if I'm not mistaken, putting out
I'm on my phone.
yeah, putting out amazing content and killing it and giving out great advice. Yeah, he's a good one to follow. So yeah, I having fun, having a good time so far.
Yeah.
So we're gonna end it here. I think we had a pretty good taste, pretty good pouring. I mean, I'm kind of surprised, but I'm not too surprised at what we picked, right?
Good.
Don't mind this over here. I'm gonna dip into this later. So we're gonna continue filming after we end the video for some other longer content. If you guys are interested later on down the road, you'll be able to see all this stuff at our Patreon once we get it set up. But so I think we picked the same exact thing. First was small batch, second was bottled and bond, and then sweet wheat, then full proof was last. And not gonna lie, I was surprised it didn't come in last. It tasted really good. They're all good, right? But I expected it to come in last.
They're all good whiskeys. I think I've only had 2, maybe 3 bottles I've actually poured out. Not 1792. But what is fun is when you know what you're drinking, like, oh yeah, it's fantastic, as we did the past 4 weeks with these bottles. And then we blind them. And you go, yeah, for me, I thought the full proof would have been closer to number 1. And the bottle and bond was number 2. When I really didn't care for the bottle and bond when we tasted it individually.
Yep.
And so I think some of that, if you know what you're drinking and it's supposed to be really good whiskey, you automatically think it's going to be a good whiskey.
Yeah. It's,
you know,
I forgot what they call it. Basically, like you're influenced by other people's reviews or what you think it's going to be, because if it's, for instance, the sweet wheat, it's hard to find, so you're like, it's got to be good, and it is good. However,
good.
you put it up against these other ones, and I'm like, nope, it's not the best out of these ones. Would I drink it over some other ones? Definitely. Especially some stuff coming out of Utah that I was very surprised. You know, I'm like, you know what? I got to give these local distilleries a shot. And I was like, it's like, ugh, I wouldn't even mix some of the stuff. And I'm not going to say their names just yet. Maybe later on down the road, when we get a little bit bigger, I'll call some motherfuckers out. But
I think it does for us is we know not what to hunt. You know,
yes,
we know to pay aftermarket prices. We both got that sweet wheat at about 40 or 44 bucks
yeah,
in Boise.
yep,
So I would definitely buy it again at MSRP, which is 40 to 50 bucks, I think. But I wouldn't pay secondary market price of 80 to 120 bucks.
nor would I. Now, following the bonds, I might pay a little bit more for it. I do like it. It is a great tasting whiskey. Was surprised it didn't come in first. I was surprised the small batch came in first.
So now you know you can always go pick up this $27 to $32 bottle, and you're gonna
yeah, I'm gonna love it, and it's abundant here, which I'm really happy about. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, and then the nub, the Habano, very good cigar, still going. We've been bullshitting for a while, even with a couple of cuts in between, and it's still going. For a small cigar, it packs a mighty punch.
Yep.
So when they say size doesn't matter, in this case, it is true.
very true.
Very true. And it's not as for a darker wrap and whatnot, it's not a heavy cigar. It doesn't punch you in the mouth.
No.
It's actually a lighter cigar.
Down to the nub, on the nub. Still getting a lot of chocolate flavors. Chocolate caramel rich flavors.
Yeah.
That honestly pairs well with everything we've been drinking.
True story. Very true story. So yeah, I think overall this was a very good experience. I would definitely do it again. We're gonna do it again. Maybe not with these particular ones. Maybe we'll mix these in with some of our favorites. Maybe when we do a wheated bourbon challenge, right, or a tasting, we put the sweet wheat in there. So yeah, you know, well, we're gonna have a lot of tastings, a lot to come, obviously, because this is what this channel is about. And of course, it's not always gonna be whiskey. We're gonna try some other stuff down the road, but for right now, keep a note of everything we love and like or dislike, and then down the road, we're gonna show you guys some different stuff. Cocktails, wine, beer, maybe some, I don't know, some rums. You know, I heard that's another rabbit hole all by itself, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, once again, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and for the love of God, share us with your friends. And tell us you were here. You know, come in, comment. I don't care if it's yeah, this is kind of boring. Okay, let us know. We got thick skin. We're in the military for a while, so we're used to being told we're.
That tells you it's thick skin.
We're used to being told we're shit, right? Nah, I'm just kidding. I had great leaders in the military. But anyway, thank you all for coming. And until next time, cheers.